Mystery on Church Hill, The Virginia Mysteries, written by Stephen K. Smith, narrated by Tom Mcelroy. Chapter 1. The Field Trip. The line inched forward 1 millimeter at a time. Sam's stomach growled so loudly he thought everyone around him could hear it. "What's taking so long?" he moaned. He peered over the counter at the lunch ladies. With robot-like efficiency, they refilled shiny metal containers with stalks of green broccoli and a few hundred over-processed chicken nuggets. It looked kind of gross, but at this point Sam was so hungry he'd eat just about anything. Growl, his stomach cried out again. He glanced up the line at Caitlin Murphy to see if she noticed. She had a smirk on her face like she knew something, but that was how she always looked, so he couldn't tell if it was because of him. "Is that organic broccoli?" Caitlin asked one of the lunch ladies through a cloud of steam rising into the air. Good grief. Caitlin was always acting like she was too good for everything and smarter than everybody. The lunch lady ignored her and turned to load more of what the school tried to pass off as food. Sam wasn't so sure it was. He suspected they mixed up dirt and sawdust in the kitchen and pretended it was nutritious. At least that's how it tasted most of the time. "Let's move, Jackson." Sam felt a tray jab him in the back and looked over his shoulder. Billy Maxwell was about to run him over. The lunch line was moving again, and the hungry third-graders were getting restless. Perhaps there would be a revolt. Sam crept forward and held his tray out for the lunch lady to fill his plate. One of the steaming broccoli spears spilled off his tray and onto the floor. It rolled smack onto Caitlin's shoe. "Ew!" she shrieked. "Sam Jackson, get your food off of me!" "Sorry," said Sam. He reached down to grab the broccoli, but she kicked it across the floor before he could do anything. "It's organic now, Caitlin," laughed Billy. Sam picked up a milk carton from the rack at the end of the line and headed over to his class's third-grade table. Lunch was already more than halfway over. His friends were almost finished with their lunches they'd brought from home. Sam sat at the end of the table and scarfed his food down. The kids were raising a racket. The cafeteria grew louder and louder. Maybe it was the bad food, or the weather. Ever since last week, when the late February days were unseasonably warm, everyone seemed to be acting nuts. Sam's mom said the weather was giving all the kids spring fever, whatever that was. Maybe if Sam went to the nurse...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?